thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business. It's called As Ever.
Could Meghan's brand face major legal trouble over a design choice? Or is this just a coincidence, and her team overlooked something huge? Meghan Markle's rebranding was supposed to be exciting, but now it's turning into a legal mess. Just when she thought she had everything figured out, accusations of copying took center stage. A Spanish town is calling her new logo a complete copy. Could this lead to a major lawsuit? Don't go anywhere. Things are getting more complicated by the minute. Hey, quick favor before we continue. If you're enjoying this political content, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Most of you watch without subscribing, and it's completely free, but it helps us out a ton. Have you done it yet? Really appreciate the support. Meghan Markle recently shared some big news about her lifestyle brand, and it's causing quite a stir. Just over a day ago, she announced on Instagram that she's changing the name of her brand from American Riviera Orchard to a new name, As Ever. But that's not the only thing people are talking about. Her new logo, which features a palm tree and 2 hummingbirds, has also caught everyone's attention. The palm tree seems to represent her and Prince Harry's home in California, while the hummingbirds are said to be Prince Harry's favorite. However, not everyone is happy about it. The mayoress of Pereires, a town on the Spanish island of Majorca, says the logo looks a lot like their town's coat of arms. In fact, the mayor, Ziska Mora, has even called it a complete copy. That's not all. A small clothing company based in New York, called As Ever NYC, has also spoken up. They're not too pleased that Meghan's brand now shares the same name as theirs. Some fans are joking that the whole situation is royally scandalous.
Now, we've mentioned Meghan Markle, and she's been forced to change the name of her lifestyle brand from American Riviera Orchard. Why? That's such a great name, just rolls off the tongue. It's now called As Ever, following a series of trademark setbacks, including just this station laughing at it incessantly. But now Meghan is under fire over the new logo for As Ever. She has been accused of copying the coat of arms for the village of where? In Mallorca. On the left is her logo, and on the right is the villages. So you compare, yeah, they're pretty similar, I guess. The mayor of that town told the local newspaper the likeness was surreal and that the town hall was deciding whether or not to take legal action against the Duchess. I laugh because it's ridiculous, but...
So while Meghan's rebranding was meant to be exciting, it's turning out to be a bit of a headache with all these controversies popping up. When Meghan Markle tried to trademark her lifestyle brand under its old name, American Riviera Orchard, she ran into some legal problems. This might be why she decided to change the name to As Ever. In a recent video, she didn't talk about the legal issues, but instead shared her excitement about the new name. She said, "Last year I thought, American Riviera sounds like a great name. It's my neighborhood and represents Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were only made or grown in that area."
It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. To things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
She also explained that Netflix became more than just a partner for her show, they also became a partner in her business. That was huge, she said. So I thought about it and waited for the right moment to share a name I had secured back in 2022. And now is the time. It's called As Ever. However, the quick change has left some PR experts confused. One expert, Warren Johnson from W Communications, told the Daily Beast that the brand seemed rushed out. He even joked, "You wouldn't catch Kim Kardashian doing this." Another expert added, "There are only so many times you can relaunch something before it starts to look silly."
Meghan Markle's latest attempt to relaunch her lifestyle brand has hit a fresh stumbling block, with a Spanish town said to be considering legal action.
So she was forced to relaunch her brand after its initial name, American Riviera Orchard, ran into trademark issues. You wonder why somebody would have such a rubbish name anyway, but anyway, somebody has.
I watched this video yesterday and she said it was called American Riviera Orchard because it's a nickname for where she's living. And that's why she chose it.
Anyway.
But now the business is called As Ever. That's the new name of the business. But of course, this relaunch has now descended into a farce, it would seem, because officials in the Spanish town of Mallorca have accused the Duchess of Sussex of copying its traditional coat of arms for the logo of her newly rebranded
Well, it's pretty close, isn't it?
luxury brand. It does look very, very close, actually.
Yeah.
On the other hand, some brand experts believe Meghan's rebranding is actually a smart and strategic move, especially since she faced challenges in securing a trademark for her original brand name, American Riviera Orchard. Personal branding expert Maya Riaz from Maya Media explained to The Mirror that while changing a brand's name so soon after its launch can be risky, addressing legal issues early on can prevent bigger problems in the future. She also pointed out that the new name, As Ever, has a broader appeal since it's not tied to a specific location, making it more flexible and fitting for Meghan's overall lifestyle brand. This could help her reach a wider audience and create a stronger, more sustainable brand identity in the long run.
It's one of Prince Harry's, biggest successes, biggest passion products. He's incredibly passionate about it. They really got stuck in as well. There were some great pictures of them. Did you see the pictures of them tubing?
Yes, I saw that.
Tubing is essentially like an inflatable donut, but on snow rather than water, and you whiz down a snowy slope. It looked like tremendous fun. I was quite jealous of that.
I've done it on an artificial ski slope, but
Have
it's
you?
actually very good
It looked
fun.
really good fun.
And you can sort of race down.
Yeah,
with all your,
I think that
all
would
your
have
mates.
looked fun. But I mean, Meghan has recently rejoined Instagram, so it's been interesting to see how she's used Instagram during the games.
Okay.
And she has been incredibly active on her stories.
Maya also pointed out that Meghan's decision to announce the change on Instagram was clever because it lets her talk directly to her followers. But she added that any rebranding can confuse people. So it's important for Meghan to explain things clearly and keep her messaging consistent. This way, her audience can easily get used to the new name and brand. Things took an unexpected turn when people noticed that the new logo for Meghan's brand, As Ever, looked a lot like the coat of arms for a town called Porreres in Spain. Both logos feature a palm tree and two birds. The mayoress of Porreres, Ms. Mora, told a Spanish newspaper called El País that their town's coat of arms has been around since 1370 and is an important part of their history and culture. She said they can't afford to sue for plagiarism, but they are asking for the logo to be taken down. Ms. Mora explained that suing would be too expensive and complicated for a small town like theirs, especially when going up against someone connected to the English crown. At first, she said, they thought it was kind of funny because they didn't understand why someone would copy their coat of arms. She also pointed out another coincidence. Meghan's brand is known for selling jam, and Porreres is famous for its jam too. Miss Mora joked that if Meghan wanted to market jam, the local farmers would be happy about it. A spokesperson for Meghan has been asked to comment on the situation, but so far there hasn't been a response. This whole situation has added another layer of drama to Meghan's rebranding efforts. After announcing her new brand yesterday, Meghan Markle started promoting As Ever even more today. She changed the name of her American Riviera Orchard Instagram account and shared a new post. In the post, she's shown drizzling honey over a croissant, which seems to be part of her brand's theme. But it's not just the town of Porreres in Mallorca that has something to say about the rebrand. A small, independent clothing brand called As Ever NYC also spoke up about the similarity in names. The designer, Mark Kolsky, posted on Instagram to address the situation. He wrote, I want to say thank you to all the old friends who know and love our small family brand, as ever, and also say hi to everyone who's just finding out about us. In the last 36 hours, we've received a lot of support and concern about what's been happening with our namesake brand. We want to make it clear. We are not connected to this new brand.
Able to share that with you for the last few years. Why not? You left the royal family in 2020. And by the way, I don't know if you knew, but your father-in-law is actually really keen on gardening, and he produces his own stuff from hybrid. And also, when you were in the royal family, hang on a minute, didn't you come out with a cookbook? I'm just a bit confused, Sarah.
You are savage. Oh, I mean, this must
that
be.
Isn't even savage. That is, I'm kind of like, I'm wearing it all in my mind, and I'm thinking.
Mark explained that their brand started back in 2015 as a side project for him and his wife. They began making clothes in 2017 and have been going strong ever since. He added, "It's 2025 now, and we're thankful to still be here, making clothes in New York and New Jersey. We're grateful to all our customers across the country and around the world who have supported us. We'll keep going, as ever." Last year, in February, a trademark application showed that Meghan's company plans to sell things like recipe books, tableware, textiles, and jams. She also mentioned that she secured the name as ever back in 2022. Some people think her explanation of the name might be a subtle comment about the royal family. She said, "As ever basically means as it's always been. If you followed me since 2014 with my old website, The TIG, you know I've always loved cooking, crafting, and gardening." She added, "This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can." Before she married into the royal family, Meghan had a lifestyle website called The TIG, where she wrote about things like gender equality, travel, food, and fashion. She closed it down when she became a royal, but now it seems she's returning to her roots with her new brand, As Ever. Meghan Markle's rebranding of her lifestyle brand, As Ever, has sparked controversy, with accusations of copying a Spanish town's coat of arms and facing trademark challenges. While some see the rebrand as a smart legal move, others think it's rushed and messy. Whether this turns into a legal battle or just another PR headache remains to be seen. What do you think about Meghan Markle's As Ever rebrand? Is it a smart move or another misstep? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates.